Hello and good morning. Welcome back, folks, to more Floramancer. So, I've been a little busy since yesterday's stream, doing some creative building as I do. We're up here at what, Y178. But what you may notice is that's a lot taller than it was, and I will explain why in a moment. It used to be right there, and now it's down there. So I not only had to go up, but I went down. And turns out the beacon effect, again, I'm learning about beacons, you may already know about beacons, doesn't work like in a downward direction below it. So it was acting silly. It's not working currently because I think I'm in creative mode, or actually I might be outside of the range. The range isn't very big. So using these to actually have effects to help us, probably not going to be useful. I don't know. It seems to be really odd. So I dropped it down to Y60. I actually like it down here better because then when you're flying around, you see a bit more, you see way more spiral than you did before. So I like it down there. Again, we can make this bigger, have more beacon beams, whatever. This is just the tier 4 one. And I plan on going up, I don't know, another half quarter turn. So I'm working on, I've done these two, and I need to do those two, right, to get up to that height. I might do another quarter turn, and then I need to decide what I'm doing at the top. I don't know. Anyway, so I did that, and these take a long time to build. Very repetitive, but I have planned where the other ones are going. There's a ring, because unfortunately the way they end at the bottom, it was really confusing for me to be able to go from the bottom and work my way back up. So I had to start here and go down, and I have a feeling to make these all look the same, I'm going to have to do the same for all of them. Start the middle and set my place, set the starting points that I had, and then work my way down. So we've got that for all of these areas. I just made squares for the beacons at the bottom, even though it'll be circular eventually. But this is the starting ring for this one, and I did it for that one over here. I have a problem, and I would love to know what you guys have for potential workaround solution. So far, these three are fine, right? They are not intersecting with anything. They're not interrupting anything. And then you have this one over here. And this one over here has a problem. I bet you can already guess what it is. Yep, it intersects right into our sugarcane farm. And I don't know what to do about that. The beacon won't hit it. That you can see the living rock brick right there. That is where the beacon beam will be. So the beacon beam won't hit the farm, but the swirls will take out a healthy chunk. And I have to decide if I'm going to like build it into it so it would like skip that area. I don't know. I really don't. So I would love your advice. I really do not want to tear this down and relocate it, but that is an option as well. It's totally doable. Who knows? I might end up having to do so. It does not interrupt, it doesn't intersect with the pumpkin and melon farm, just the sugarcane farm, and it kind of hits the pathway, but I'm okay with that because it'll just go around a little, you know, I have to go around the swirl, but yeah, I don't know what to do here. I can't really move the farm this way because this is a different level, and yeah, I don't know. So that's where I'm at right now. I don't know what to do about this problem. We'll think about it. I'll think about it for a while. I have more of these to do before I even get over here, so hopefully I will hear from you what you think I should do about this one so that the swirl... Yeah, I don't know. But not working on this during stream. Yeah, just I'm not. So don't worry, we're not going to be doing a lot of repetitive block placing, but I did want to show you guys that I have started planning where the other ones are going. And we'll leave this here because this is my block palette and the design. So it's just, if you can't tell, it's just repetitive. It's just the concrete and 2 fences, a space, glowstone, 2 fences, and then 2 cave crystals. So yeah. Performance is pretty good. I do not have Spark installed currently. When I had to do the last Floramancer update, I had to do a brand new instance. So I do not have Spark installed with this instance right now to be able to give you a example. We could do... Yeah, there you go. And my world has been running for over an hour and a half this morning so far. So we're still at 20. Yay. FPS is doing all right. I mean, I would love to have it over 30, but in most of my areas it's not. Just because there's so much going on. And I have recently increased the render distance so we can bring it back down. I just wanted to see those swirls. And can't really, when from far away, they just disappear. But yeah, so anyway, still don't know what to do about the villagers and if we're going to even use them. This guy has grown up, so I mean, we could try and see if we can get mending books from him. That's the only book that I'm having difficulty getting in order to get all of the max enchant stuff. So this is where we're at for all the max enchant stuff. According to the log, we have 22 out of 29. Yay! And this is where we are. We need a fortune tome, the Spikes tome, and a Bane of Arthropods tome, and then we need to, well, actually, there we go. Why? Okay, maybe 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh boy, I'll have to just, I have it written down. I don't have it open right now, but we're getting there. That's just a side project. It's not required. We have our really annoying bird.
Despacito. Despacito.
Yep. Anyway, what are we on plans for the day? Today, we have a couple of plans. I would like to get rabbits set up in a farm. Over where we have the chickens. No, not chickens, cows. Over where we have the cows, I'd like to get some rabbits set up so that we can start working toward rabbit stew to give our Gormarillas. Yesterday we switched this over to pumpkin pie and steak, which is still, you know, we could do even better because rabbit stew gives 5 hunger haunches, and I have no idea about the saturation, which is one of the better foods. I have no idea how to calculate. I don't have a way to figure out what are the best foods to give the Gormarillas. What are the 2 best foods? Why did my phone, I have it on silent. Apparently it did not like silent, so whatever. Anyway, and this is going, I have it on a 20-second timer. It seems to be fine. We can make this bigger if we need to. It's at 37 out of 200. The other farm we have currently running, if you remember, is the Entropinium. That's over here. And he is dead. Why are you dead? I don't understand why it's doing this. It's weird. It's like the Entropinium isn't an hour long or something. Are you... What is wrong with you? 60 minutes, and it still says it has like 10 minutes left. I don't get it. This is the third time this has happened, where the flower has died long before the 1 hour timer goes. I don't get it. Nope, don't understand this one. Is the hourglass and the flower in the same chunk? No. But I have a chunk loader right over there and one right over here. I mean, so they're overlapping, I'm pretty sure. So this should still be chunk loaded. So is that still a problem, Hubry? Yeah, this is a huge radius, so it's gonna reach that. I mean, I can solve that problem if that's really the problem. I can just relocate the Ranuncarpus and the hourglass setup. I can move it here and see if that fixes it. And that's an easy thing to do. So we'll switch over to survival to do that. We'll just move the Ranuncarpus over here, something like right here, and the hourglass above it. Type of deal. We'll put it in front. And that way it'll be in the same chunk. Yeah. That's pretty much all I've done. One more thing, check the tomes. See if we've gotten any from the time that I've been doing some creative building. Knockback, see, nothing we need. Ah. Oh well. Oh well, and we should be holding steady about 64 mana tablets. Yep, because I have the Lunium on and it turns on when there are more than 64 mana tablets. So we're holding steady at that. Can you imagine when I get all the swirls up? Oh, I'm really looking forward to having all the having the swirls. So we're currently doing this one, and this is the one that I need the help figuring out what the heck to do over there. Will be the green one. The blue and the pink will be blue there, pink and purple there. So yeah. Anyway. So Hubry, what do you think about all of the contest entries? I think there's some really awesome ones. Really awesome. You haven't looked? Okay. Well, you're gonna have to switch modes here pretty soon, since today is the end of the submission period. Alright, remember yesterday when we finished mutton, we were going to switch over to cooked salmon and eat this one raw to count that as a food. So that's all the stuff I chucked in there from doing our cocoons and feeding the rabbits to breed them up. So yeah. The one that was posted today, you actually commented on in the Discord about the chat-based based teleporting for using the shortest distance to get there no matter where you are type of thing. That was insane. Yeah, I couldn't follow what was going on. And not being a judge and not trying to sway anyone's opinions or anything, but knowing that the intention of this contest is to put a GIF on the Botania's homepage, I don't think that one would be a very good candidate for that, because the lay person is going to look at that and go, I have no idea what it's doing. That was my thought, was like, this is amazing, but somebody coming to the Botania website is going to look at that and go, what is that doing? I don't understand. But it's cool. It would have been cooler if it had a bit more decoration, but that's me. That's me being me. Yeah, and that's awesome, having like rail line system. No one uses luminizers enough. I don't even use luminizers enough. And I know the submission that I made was complicated for me simply because I've never done a rune on command sort of, system. And does Botania even have the challenges anymore that used to exist? We have advancements, and these aren't the same challenges. These aren't the same. These are the dice. Is it in the book? Oh, maybe, yeah, I've been checking those off. What am I saying? Haven't I? Okay, I thought I was checking them off. Because this one. On demand or keep them stocked. Automated, self-sustaining. Hey, so this one for the entry, did I actually do all of those things? Because every time I read this challenge in the book, I'm like, you have to be kidding. To do that with only one runic altar, that's insane. That's impossible. And now I sat and I made one. It did take me a long time to figure out, and it's not perfect. But the one goal for my submission when I thought about it was I wanted it to look so much like magic. There's nothing around the altar. It just all of a sudden makes runes. Ta-da! That's really what I wanted. Yep, that's what I wanted. Let's see. We can mark these off. Don't get any bonus points, but we have a sugarcane farm. We have a cobble generator. We have a pure daisy. We have a mana battery. We have automated petal apothecary. Yep. We have several tree farms. We don't have cocoa. We don't have cocoa beans. How would you do cocoa beans? Can random carpusses place cocoa bean seeds onto blocks? Can they be dispensed? They can be dispensed. Okay. Gotcha. So that's not technically done. Animal farm, we don't have all animals. Bone meal farm? No. Orchid, yes. You fixed dispensing being horribly derped in 1.14 once. Ah. Spawning tower. Mobs must be sorted and put in specific chambers. Why? I mean, I guess, never mind, not why. Because if you want to do a record farm, you need to sort the skellies and creepers out. Or at least one skelly. So you need to sort the creepers out. So that makes sense. I wouldn't want to do that. I've watched Etho do many vanilla versions of it. I'm not interested in doing that. I can mark this one as done if only we can get it to actually eating. We need to do that and that. I don't have that yet, but I would love to have an automated brewing setup. That would be cool. Don't have that. Can't do that. Don't have that. Well, it's just bonus points if it's only one altar. So this I technically have. Just numerous times. Woohoo! We're doing good. Okay, that was fun. Step one, since I'm getting sidetracked, let's move this. Let me grab my shulker, my project boxes. And we're gonna move this guy. All right. All right. Enjoy your obsession. Okay, so we don't want it to interrupt with any of this redstone. Let's put it here. And we'll put the... Oh, thanks. Must not have picked up that block. And we'll put the open crate here. All right. Corporea Spark. And Trypinium. There. It takes about 10 seconds because it's been powered by redstone when it goes into an open crate, so it can't be touched for 10 seconds by anything. But yay, we're back up and running, and it is now all in one chunk, so we'll see if that was the problem. Alright, next, let's figure out putting rabbits over here. We might need to move a little bit of this, this check. We might need to move it move stuff around a little bit. Because we want to use the same Pollidisiac for carrots. And I'd like to see how far I need to go. So we're gonna put it in the same spots. There's our rabbit cage. I do not know how many we need, but I do know the Gormarillus is gonna be eating a lot. So we'll start with 2. And I think we're gonna need to put a Rosa over here as well. Alright. So then the next thing we need is a open crate. And do another one of these requesting carrots. Funnel, spark, item frame. We need another drawer. Do I happen to have any on me? No, but I'm pretty sure we should probably make one, because I need one for everything the rabbit drops, which is the hide and the rabbit meat itself. We won't get lucky, we won't get rabbit's feet because that's a player only kill, and we're killing them via cramming, so we won't be getting that. I think what I want to do first is let's move the milk bucket one to the other side. All right, so the results from the rabbits will be on this side. And that made more milk. Not that we need more milk, but it made more milk. Yeah. I need wood. Do I have any wood? Of course not. Don't have an index on this quadrant either. All right. So this will be, we can't, okay, what's the range of pickup for the Pollidisiac? It just says 13 by 13 by 13. It doesn't have a defined pickup range. I wonder if that matters. Because my thought is maybe I should move the wheat over 1. Then I'll have to tear this down and move it over. Anyway. Funnel, and I forgot to have that in my bar. And then we need to do the redstone to keep a certain amount on hand. Do I have any? I have a cube. Yay. What I don't think I have is any rabbit. So that's gonna be a bit. And that honestly should be all that is needed there. Okay, so let's go get a storage drawer for the output. And we need a carrot for the feeding. There's the storage for the output. We'll grab all these carrots. And then we need to bring rabbits over there. So we're gonna carry these guys one at a time, of course. There we go. One rabbit. Hi, Nisi! Nisi wants me to give some kitty love to some kitties. 2 is high enough, I think. Where are the cats? Okay. I've got an Atlas and a Hermes behind me in the cat tree, so we'll be able to do that. Let me move these other bunnies, and then I will take care of that. Heimdall is probably in my bedroom, sleeping. I think that's where I saw him last. He's not feeling so good, and I can share that story in a bit. All right. I am absolutely loving this base. I don't know about you guys, because I loved my my season 1 base for Floramancer 2. But I absolutely love what I've been doing to make this look just really cool. There. All right, so we have bunnies. Carrots in there. And this will be the output, which we're gonna need the lock. The drawer key. And we'll lock it for now until we have some of what we need. I think we should be able to just start it that way, right? Okay, so that didn't cause that to request. It should have. Is there? Oh, that would be why I missed a redstone torch. I had one in my inventory and I put it away. Here? Yep. There we go. Now we got some happy bunnies. We need to get a piece of coarse dirt here. And we're gonna need to boost this. It's every 20 minutes because it's every 3, but now that we have 4, we need to do 15 minutes. All right. Oh, I picked up some wheat and I didn't mean to. Anyway, let me go grab a kitty cat and I will tell you Heimdall's little not feeling good story. Let's watch the bunnies do what bunnies do best, right? Which kitty wants some cuddles? Would you like some cuddles? Here. I have me a Hermes. Hey, baby. So Heimdall, ever since we adopted him last August, has been just a very, very anxious kitty. Very, very scared, very, very not able to relax, just very anxious. So we weren't sure if he was going to have any long-term effects from that. But 4th of July weekend kind of gave us a clue that he needed a bit more. He has always been a kitty since we adopted him that every so often, when something changed in his routine or his environment, he would end up peeing in front of the litter boxes. And so my first thought was he's got a UTI or he doesn't like the litter boxes. So I started changing up the litter boxes, the types, the litter, cleaning them even more frequently. It didn't help. He wasn't giving off any other symptoms of a UTI. So I was like, okay, we're going to give it a month to see how he does. If he starts showing symptoms of a UTI, we're going to the vet. But 4th of July weekend, all the people everywhere doing fireworks. He was a stressed, anxious mess from sundown till the last fireworks went off right around 1 a.m. or so every day that weekend. He hid underneath beds, in corners, tucked away, his eyes as big as saucers, and he was just whining and growling, and just he was just so stressed out. And so I decided to take him to the vet, specifically for the peeing in front of the litter boxes problem, because that was getting really bad, which now we kind of know why. The doctors did a urinalysis test, did not find any reason that he would have a UTI. There's no UTI, so there's no infection, no crystals, no stones, but they also did an ultrasound, and his bladder, it was very inflamed. And so he was diagnosed with cystitis, which is pretty much just means inflamed bladder for no reason. But we know that the reason, after I told her about Heimdall, that it's because he has severe anxiety. So the poor guy is so stressed out that he's making it hurt to pee. Poor thing. That's just not something. That's not something you want a kitty to have to deal with. And Hermes is loving this cuddles, by the way, Nisi. I don't know if you can hear him purring, but he is having a great time. So Heimdall is now on prescription urinary diet cat food, and that is to help any inflammation that would be starting in his bladder to go away. But he has also begun a long-term course of Prozac to see if it will calm him down and relax him so that it won't cause the irritation to begin with. And we'll see. It's been 3 days, so we won't know anything if the Prozac is helping for like 6 weeks. The cat food is really expensive. Boy, and he's going to be on that for life. So unfortunately, that's just a cost we're going to have to absorb. But he's okay with the cat food, and that's great. Giving him pills is a struggle, but that's the way most cats are. And so far, so good. This Thursday was really, really stressful. That was the day we went to the vet, so he was just really stressed out that day when he came home. He was at the vet for like 6 hours because he didn't have enough pee in his bladder, and then the vet got really busy afterward and didn't notify me that she had done all the tests. So yay on that. There is a veterinary shortage here in the area, so there were actually 2 veterinary hospitals that were closed the day that he was there for an appointment, and so the other two clinics were taking emergency cases. Lucky you on the pill pocket treats. I bought pill pocket treats from Walmart to try and get him to do that, and he won't. He won't even eat the pill pocket without a pill in it, so he just doesn't like the treat, period. So yeah, I tried that. No luck. But we're hoping it really does help. So we have ourselves a special needs kitty, and that's okay. He needs love too, and he needs to feel comfortable and happy, and hopefully he'll stop peeing in front of the litter box when his bladder stops hurting, which I should be able to, she said the prescription food should help him in about 1 week. So I should be able to monitor his litter box usage until then. So there's Heimdall's story and what Heimdall's going through right now. And I know anxiety affects a lot of people too, especially around 4th of July. So yeah, be courteous about your fireworks. Don't do them in your backyard. Go out of town. Go away from the residential areas, please. Be respectful of anyone who might be anxious of loud noises, and you don't need to do them in your backyard. You really don't. So there's my PSA for that. And Hermes, I'm going to put you down now, sweet boy. Okay? Thank you for cuddles. All right. So we have rabbits going. We don't have any rabbits dead yet because we have to have 24 in there. I'm concerned about when we get a bunch of them in there. Is this high enough? Do I need to make it higher? Out of safety's sake. Let's pick up the XP until there's a Rosa. Do I want to put a mana spreader under there? Probably. I think it's too far away to connect to that one, so we're going to need to make one. So let's get the things we need for that. How are you doing, Nisi? I am glad to hear your rocket is enjoying the sparrows. I still don't have the Alfheim portal automated yet, so let's get to Mana Steel. And I need a petal. I think I have some in here. Yep. There's some Terra Steel in here. Yoink. We're gonna need blocks and blocks and blocks of this stuff, so yeah. Business end of year stuff going on, huh? I think I'm also gonna need a phantom lens. Did I happen to have one up here? I do. All right, so we're gonna put it in the same spot, which would be here. Okay, so it does not look like it needs a phantom lens. I thought it might, but guess not. So once we do have a Rosa here, it will connect to that spreader. Do we want to make some bergamutes? The rabbits don't really make a whole lot of noise, so we might not need to. But yeah, yeah, I think we're good here. Once we have a rabbit meat, we'll put it in the crystal cube. I do need to put a corporeal spark on that drawer so that when I have stuff to put in it, all right, cross that off my list. Rabbit farm done. We'll let the rabbit meat build up, and then we'll be able to make rabbit stew, which we'll have to auto-craft bowls, and then the stew. I'm now beginning to think, will the Gormillis eat the stew? Because normally when a player eats stew, the bowl comes back. This is something we should test. I'm still in creative for this. Yes. All right. Good news. Woohoo! Alright, let's turn this off. All of a sudden I had this fear that I was working on things that weren't going to be helpful. Alright.